Hello students, good morning all of you. Today I Rabindra Mohan Misra from Sri Jagdamba Sanskrit College Batho am taking the class of Shastri second. Today we see the summary of very much more act of 3 of play the silver box. Yesterday we have seen the problem play silver box as a problem play. Today we see the summary of very critical act, that is a of the criminal act, you may say, the third act of the play, the silver box. John Goldsworthy, as we know well that he is a well-known novelist and playwright. His work contains a great deal of criticism of British society, particularly of the values of the well-to-do professional class. As a good writer, Goldsworthy's contribution to the philosophy of his period is his advocacy of solidism. In his another many plays, short stories as well as novels, Goldsworthy has propagated on equitable distribution of wealth. He has great sympathies with the unfortunate, downtrodden, lower level of people of society. Therefore, the great novelist Joseph Conrad calls him as a humanitarian novelist. This theme of Act Third of Scene Play of Silver Box is taken up by Goldsworthy in his play Justice, which shows a man released from prison not getting a job and finally committing suicide. Throughout Goldsworthy dramatic works, there is a tension between oppressive moralism and melodramatic theatricality. As example of realistic drama, his plays have merit as the works of a sincere and careful craftsperson who wrote in a tradition made great by the true artists who made it their own, just like Henrik Ibsen, Augustus Strindberg, Anton Chekhov, and George Bernard Shaw. As critic Allardyce Nicholl has observed earlier, Goldsworthian realism and socialist realism tend to suffer from the same pathetic complaint, deplorable and even tawdry sentimentalism. In the play Silver Box, however, Goldsworthy successfully combined realistic representation with dramatic presentation of theme. This play remains historically interesting because the play embodies the perceptions of English social and ethical attitudes in the early 20th century. In Goldsworthy's play, the sentimental or melodramatic pointing of a moral frequently undercuts the attempt to depict faithfully the problems of individual characters or social groups. Such a theory of drama attempts two mutually contradictory tasks. First one is the objective, balanced, impartial depiction of reality, and second one is the embodiment of the play's subjective, ethical, emotional response in the posing or shaping of a moral aspire of meaning. In this way, Goldsworthy play Silver Box is a secular morality play. His gently didacticism issues in dramatic sermons that attempt to evoke sympathy and understanding for the human condition and that teach the humanistic traits of civility, compromise, and fair play. The Silver Box is a three-act comedy, the first play by the English writer John Swarthy. In the play, the disappearance of cigarette box, or we can say the silver box, leads to a comparison of the behavior of the son of a prosperous politician with that of an unemployed man and the exposure of attitudes of different social classes. Goldsworthy said that his aim was to create such an illusion of actual life passing on the stage as to compel the spectator to pass through an experience of his own, to think and talk and move with people he sees thinking and talking and moving in front of him. We may say that Silver Box is a powerful and bitter play. It is a criticism of the English legal society. It is the criticism of English legal system also. Two little girls, there are lives and maid livings are presented before the magistrate. The charge against them was that they were found wandering about on the road. On inquiry, it was found that their father is jobless and their mother had run away with a man, leaving them to wander about. The magistrate heard the statement of their father and the decision was postponed for the next hearing, which was to be held after a week. In the third act, Mr. Jones was found to accuse of theft. Mrs. Jones was a maid servant in the house of Mr. Warthwick. Mr. Warthwick's son Jack is a carefree and dissolute young man because he knows that his father is very rich. At night on Easter Monday, Jack reached at his home late in a drunken state. He was trying to open the door with the help of key, but he was very nervous, so he failed to do so on account of taking heavy quantity of wine. Mr. Jones helped him in opening the door. Jack invited Jones to his room for another drink. They drank together more and consequently Jack fell asleep. Jones was not in a condition to judge between right and wrong. He took the silver cigarette as well as the purse with the money which was stolen by Jack. In the morning, the matter was reported to the police. A policeman went to the house of Mr. Jones to inquire about the theft. The policeman misbehaved Mr. Jones. At